Okay, so sorry for a slightly delayed stream. I discovered an issue with the last update of Phantasy Star New Genesis where it corrupted my download, so I had to reinitialize that download. So this week I won't be able to cover
Warlock. How can I help?
any and all updates regarding that. Power version. Huh. That might be useful.
Come visit again soon.
Might as well grab it.
Proceed.
Halo Infinite doesn't have much in the way of
Very well.
update other than the marketplace this week. So there's nothing really to cover there. However, the dawning on Destiny 2 has started, so I'll be showcasing a bit of that. Making this week's triple coverage a single part. Now, because of the upcoming holidays, this will be, although my schedule won't reflect it on the Twitch channel due to the fact that I can't figure out how to change it at the moment, but this will be my last weekly coverage. I'll do a Christmas special sometime in the next 2 weeks, and be back next year. I know I had that huge breakup in my streaming schedule already, but this is actually a normal thing I do, or did last year anyways. So it's kind of part of that getting back to that streaming schedule setup.
Guardian, please.
Come
in.
There's a bunch of upgrades for Eva Levante's
Is a dangerous path. I don't know
not
that it
forged
is worth the risk.
stove. And a bug. Well, a couple of them that have been bugging me. First up,
Slain any gods lately?
as you can see, this oven's been upgraded yet again, and it actually tells you how to get things.
Experimenting with darkness is a dangerous
Or
path.
that's what it says
I
it
don't
does.
know that it
However,
is worth the risk.
there's a few items that do not work properly. Bullet spray for that matter. I've killed things with auto rifles, submachine guns, and heavy machine guns and haven't got anything to drop for bullet spray. As you can see, the only thing that's managed to drop for this is the multifaceted flavors.
Never forget that.
So, I do not know what's up with that. Other than that, pretty much everything else is dropped on the left-hand ingredients thing. I think it's a bug, but it might not be.
Your life must be terribly exciting.
Might be something I'm missing, but I highly doubt that.
We have accomplished so much. Never forget that.
It is more detailed than the last Dawning I played, but it's been at least a couple years since I played a Dawning, so I do not know. Could be this update exclusively, or this Dawning that did it, or the last one. Now, next fun bug I've encountered is this saying I have a legally challenge that needs to be redeemed, but yet there's nothing to redeem.
Any questions, dear?
It's an annoying bug, but apparently it's a bug that happened last season as well
Remember, my
anyways.
friend,
So,
we are strongest together.
I've also noticed several bugs and issues Destiny 2 has had since before sunsetting and archiving. And one of the annoying things about that is one of the biggest reasons they decided to seal their locations is so they could
The traveler
more
will see
easily
us through this.
diagnose and fix issues. But yeah, as far as I can tell, there has been not any of those issues that they couldn't fix until they sunsetted locations or arc vaulted locations. Have been fixed. None of them. So,
Experimenting with darkness is a dangerous
I don't know what
path.
to make of that.
I don't know that it is worth the risk.
As you can see, the tower is well decorated for the dawning, though. It's basically an overly top grind heavy event, however. Kill random things. 1 in 10 or so will drop a random ingredient, depending on the type of enemy and the way you kill them. And then you get to make big goods out of it. So that's what this event is. Well, I think that just about covers everything as far as this event. I will point out that there is a new tower / dungeon that went live this week on Destiny 2. However, unless you have the Deluxe Edition of Witch Queen or the what was it called? Witch Queen Dungeon Key, you will not be able to access it. However, it brings back some 7 Seraph weapons, as well as some more Tex Machina weapons, I believe it was referred to. And it gives every class a cowboy hat.
Really? Do you ever get the sense that the Guardians, that they don't really see the rest of us?
Still retarded warlock helmets, though. But every class has their own cowboy hat helmet, which is a major disappointment when you think about it, considering the most signature look for Assassin's Creed characters is the signature trench coat or long coat with an oversized hood that shades enough of the face to where you only see their mouth. And yet, warlocks that would be perfect for that exact design with a helmet underneath it, of course. Forgot to add that. Added to the Warlock design or whatever, are stuck with this.
Come take a look.
I mean, the chest piece looks about right, but the helmet just doesn't work. It's not like,
I guess I'll
it's
take
just
a
like
look.
every other Warlock helmet.
How much is that?
Tiny and subpar. In fact, I probably mentioned this in one of my previous streams, but one of the things that have always bugged me about all the Warlock helmets is you feel like there's nothing in there except for a human head and not enough space for anything protective. It's like, oh, let's put on a ski mask and call it armor. Call it a helmet. That's what these so-called helmets feel like. And yet most of them, how are they supposed to be able to see? The only helmet in all of Destiny 2 that doesn't have this problem are this particular cosmetic, how should I say it, cosmetic flaw? Would be this. Not the River Dawn hood, mind you, but the ornament I currently have equipped on it, which is a rehash of one from Destiny, the original, which essentially is the identical to the, believe it or not, BioWare's Sith Trooper armor helmet for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. It looks virtually identical with the visor setup and whatnot. But it's the only helmet I've ever seen really in Destiny 2 that looks like there's more than just a cloth overlay over the person's head and actually protective with a visor that can be seen out of. Although,
Is that?
there is technically this, which has that same feel, but not as much. Maybe that's just me. Anyways, that's it for this week's update. Again, a reminder that this will be the last regular broadcast for the year. A holiday special will show up in the next 2 weeks, and I'll see you next year. See you next time, everybody.